be a vehicle. It is a vehicle, and it'll just someday it'll just break down. And sure, oh, well, go bring it to the mechanics. Yeah, but after a while, yeah, I can go to the mechanics. It's called the doctors and the hospitals and all that shit. Or I could just get the fuck out of the vehicle and go find another one. That's all it is, too. Well, it's just my humble opinion. To some people, it's different. There's a whole bunch of rules and regulations that they have to follow, and that they say others have to follow. It just gets so silly after a while, man. So, like that one guy in that movie, Tom Hanks, it was about that Irish mob. Not Retribution. Not Redemption. Was it Redemption? Anyways, there's a character in this movie. Paul Newman's in it. And one of the characters looks at a kid in the movie. He goes, "Hey kid, you know what?" And the kid goes, "What?" He goes, "It's all so fucking ridiculous." And like walks away. And the kid's like, what's the name of that movie? Tom Hanks was in it. He played a mobster here in the U.S. It was like an Irish mob back east, like during Prohibition. Really good movie. Anyways, but the character's right, man. All of the extra bullshit is just so fucking ridiculous. But I don't know what he was referring to be truth, to be honest, but I just was like, yeah, I like that. That's a good way to explain. Ow. To explain shit in a rather simple way. That's what I prefer. I prefer the simple. Oh man. So yeah, that humming you're hearing, I know I said this in the beginning, but that's my generator. I'm not sitting on top of it. Actually, got you over there. Alright, so after this row, I'm going to do a row of pearls. And that, I'm going to call it quits. You know what? I'm going to call it quits after this row. Yeah, I don't need to go any further. And, last night, I recorded for like, man, I'm sinking. What? I record. I recorded like an hour and a half of video, just straight, and I edited it down to just like 24, 25 minutes, and it's just the way I like to record. I'll just turn on the think. I'll start recording, set it up the way I want it to look, or whatever, and then I'll just sit here and I'll start knitting, and then I just wait until I start talking. And what I do is that's just what I do every night. I love talking out loud to my dog Scruff, tell him, you know, just my thoughts. And he loves listening, man. He will listen. He'll just sit there and listen. You know, I know he's listening because every time I stop talking for an extended amount of time, you know, he'll do this. Like, why'd you stop talking? And he does the same thing when I start dinking around with some musical instruments. Like I go a hand drum, I like to play, and I like a, what do you call it? Tambourine, you know, I dink on that occasionally, and any musical instrument he loves. Yeah, he loves guitars, everything. He just loves listening to it. He loves, and I love that about him. You know, it's cool. Because a lot of animals would find that very annoying and disruptive. You know, not all, but you know. I had a cat in San Diego. Who, when I was learning to play the drums, I was behind I was behind this Pearl. Have you ever heard of Pearl drum? It's a drums, really beautiful drum sets. And so first I learned on that, on the Pearl drum set, and then when I got shit down, then the guy teaching me put me behind his electronic drum set. I forget the name of it. It's just a kick-ass big electronic drum set. And I had a cat. His name was Poe, because when I first got him, he was a little kitten. I was living in San Diego, and he climbed up on my bookshelf. No, that was my dog Poe. Oh yeah, my dog Poe. You know, this is before I was living in San Diego. When I got Poe, that's the reason I named her Poe, was because I left her in my bedroom for like an hour. You know, I had to go do some work outside, and I came back, and she was just a little puppy. You know, she was a German Rottweiler mix, German Shepherd Rottweiler mix, but she was tiny. And while I was gone, she somehow managed to climb all the way up my bookshelf to the, not the first, bottom level, second level, third level, fourth level. So it was like pretty damn high. And the book that she pulled out and started chewing on, it dropped on my bed. It was my Edgar Allan Poe book. It was, I don't know which one. It was one of them. And she just started chewing all over it. And I was like, ah. I was like, what are you doing? You're chewing on my Poe. Oh, Poe. Poe! I was like, Poe, what are you doing chewing on my Poe, Poe? I was so happy. I was like, that is a great way to fucking... If you pay attention, I think the animals will actually tell you what they want their name to be. Why that book? I don't know. I mean, there are books that the puppy could have easily gotten to on the bottom shelf, the second shelf. She either got to the third or fourth. I'll go ahead and say third. And but you know, when I would stand there in front of that bookshelf, for me to, you know, I'm almost 6'3", so you know, it was a distance, man. A puppy to climb, an awkward thing to climb too. But maybe the book just fell off of it. But no, the other books were disturbed next to it. Their books disturbed all the way going up. So, yeah. Anyways, so that was Poe. Cool dog. I don't know what I was talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and kill the video. And if I remember what I was talking about, I'll go ahead and try to include it in the next one. But thanks for watching. Bye.